The following is an Aircheck from October 31st, 1980.
Hold on now. Let me get my voice straight. Sorry about the late sign-on. That was necessitated because the person who was in here last night screwed up. Kenny on the radio until approximately 9 o'clock this morning. Boy, we got a great show this morning. If I could catch my breath, K.O. Corral, Ion Nature, and the Cradle of Porcelain 45 reminding you now, starting today at 7:30, the rerun of the previous edition of the K.O. Corral. For those of you who have 8 o'clocks, stay around for that. 9 minutes after 7 o'clock. Cliff Richard, he's pretty hot stuff over in Britain. That's called Dreamin' at WGRE. Got 12 past 7 o'clock on a Friday morning. Kenny O on the radio till 9 o'clock. Attention all history and philosophy majors. There will be a student-faculty mixer at 510 South Jackson Street tonight at 7 o'clock. Whoa, boy. Guess what tonight was? Last night. So much for that one. It's now 13 after 7 o'clock at WGRE. Clue you on what's going to be in the weather after this song from Hall & Oates on GRE. Hall & Oates at 91.5 Radio GRE, 17 after 7, and sunny today and Saturday, clear tonight. High both today and tomorrow, about 57, low tonight, about 30. Right now, it's 32 at WGRE. Whoa, boy, KO has made a mistake on the boards. Dumb boy. Now he will have to read a card. We're off to a great start this morning. I'm glad you could join us. You can get in on a political debate Thursday night. Student speakers favoring... See, there's another mistake. Reagan, Carter, and Anderson will state the case for these candidates. Floor will be open for everybody to speak, ask questions, heckle, and get in on the straw vote. Thursday at 7 o'clock. That's 2 I've read that have been outdated. Not very good for a disc jockey. Maybe it's time KO has his eyes looked at. The best music in town continues with Willie Nelson. He's on the road again at WGRE.
On the road again. I got your number.
I love that song a ton. That's Jags. And got your number written on the back of my hand. 23 minutes after 7 o'clock, the early morning rerun of the last edition of the K.O. Corral, about 7 minutes away on GRE. Woman, I'm getting tired of your face. She's going to have to go to the hospital for a weekend. You're every woman in the world to me. Next week you'll be Raquel Welch. What will we be after that? Let's see. Brigitte Bardot. She's getting a little baggy. Where we? Phyllis Diller. Gross me out. Nonetheless, Kenny O is still here, loving you to death. If you're a young person away from home and need help such as sexual assistance, call the National Runaway Switchboard at any time of the day or night. With this confidential no-cost service, call toll-free 800-621-4000. K.O. Corral rerun coming up right after this song, The Spinners. Jackie Gleason's theme song, I'll Be Around, 29 after 7 o'clock at WGRE. Let me try to find it here. I had the weather for you. Oh, boy. Time out. Might be in the garbage. That's why I'm curious. Doesn't look like it, though. Where the heck did I put that dumb thing? Well, anyway... Oh, and I'm all caught up in my headphone. Anyway, it's supposed to get up to about... about 57 today. Down to 30 tonight. Up to 57 again tomorrow. Temperature right now, 33 degrees. It's 7:30. Time for the rerun of the previous day's edition of the K.O. Corral. Once again, boys, girls, time once again for the K.O. Corral, your old Cowpo K.O. Pal, 9:33 in the morning, time to bring you idle gossip at its best. WGRE, John Belushi, Dan Aykroyd, the Blues Brothers, at 25 before 8 o'clock, Kenny O on the radio. You know, time is running out for children with killer diseases. Help St. Jude Children's Research Hospital in Memphis, Tennessee. Give these kids the hope of a healthy tomorrow. Got something you want to hear this morning? 653-8379 is the number to call. 8 o'clock wake-up call. Coming up in the meantime, the Stones. She's so cold.
I'm so
Nick's so hot for you, Nick's so hot for you, Nick's so hot for you, and you're so cold. Lady Frigidaire at WGRE, 22 before 8 o'clock with Kenny O on the radio. Request music from Journey after this. This Friday night is Halloween night. And WGRE celebrates with a broadcast of Frankenstein at 10:15 p.m. Make sure to lock your doors, bolt your windows, and set your radio dial at 91 and half FM at 10:15 for Frankenstein. We're out to scare you, Greencastle. WGRE at 20 now, before 8 o'clock. Kenny O on the radio. That Frankenstein broadcast is a 1930s broadcast. The radio broadcast starts at 10:15 tonight on 91.5 WGRE.
You make me weak.
Wonderful lyrics at 91.5 WGRE. Journey and loving, touching, squeezing your mother. The best sounds in town at 91.5. Kenny O on the radio for a Friday morning, trying to make it through another broadcast day into the weekend. With me on the line, are you there? Check, are you there? Is Doug New. He's going to read his sports for us. Coming back, we're going to have Styx and Babe and the best sounds in town, plus your request at 653-8379. Doug? Okay, Doug. Well, I thank you very much, and we'll be talking to you a bit later. 12 minutes before 8 o'clock now, WGRE. I just found my weather. It was on the floor somewhere. Sunny today and Saturday. Clear tonight. High today, 57. High tomorrow, 57. Low tonight, 32. Right now, 34 degrees at WGRE.
Babe, I'm leaving.
I love you. 91.5 WGRE. The best sounds continue. Kenny O on the radio till 9 this morning.
Well, the midnight looking for
Hey, 10-4, Big Mama. This is the Poke. You got him on the south side. Got a letter the other day. Little Sally Weinstein from Cloverdale writes, why do they call you the Cowpoke? Think about that one, Sally. Yeah. 5 minutes after 8 o'clock. Boy, if all songs are this good, this job might actually be worth getting up for. We got 33 degrees outside right now. Going to get up to 57 today. Some snuggle-wuggle weather tonight. Low tonight going to be 30 degrees. This is John Cougar. This time I think I'm really in love at WGRE FM.
I've had a lot of girls.
Take a bite out of crime. A message from the Crime Prevention Coalition and the Ad Council.
WGRE, Kenny O on the radio. It is now 8 o'clock in the morning and time for the 8 o'clock wake-up call. If you have a 9 o'clock class, now's the time to get up. Okay, Sheila, get back out of that bed. I see you trying to snuggle in there again. I'm not having any more wake-up calls this morning, so I make sure that every one of my youngsters gets up in time for classes. Coming up this hour on the KO Corral, something that will be sure to get you up. We have a story on Robert De Niro. Valerie Bertinelli in the news this morning, that saucy little teenage thing. Burt Bacharach and Angie Dickinson say yes in the news this morning. Got a story on teen sexpot Brooke Shields, macho stud Burt Reynolds, a member of my fraternity, and the KO joke of the day. All coming up this hour on WGRE. Plus, the Eye on Nature. Plus, Brady Porcelain 45. And now Doug New subbing for Trash O'Sullivan. I heard they carted her off to the dump fight.
Oh, come on. Let's not be cruel
I know.
to Trish.
Doug, Trish isn't here, but you don't know how much I like her. I mean,
She's a real nice lady.
She takes a lot of abuse.
She does.
She really does.
I don't know why.
She deserves every bit of it. But
No.
She's a nice girl anyway. But anyways, it's now 1 minute after 8 o'clock. I'm going to talk dirty. And when you talk dirty, talk low, KO. Okay, baby. Time to get out of bed because you got a class. Okay?
Kenny, somebody might be wondering where Trish is. Do you know where she is?
Well, I heard a couple fraternities.
No, don't even say it. Don't even say it. No, Trish is at state with the field hockey team.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, they walk around trying to hit balls with those sticks, don't they?
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure she's having a wild weekend then. Listen,
I wish him luck.
You better just read their headlines. We're going to get back to music in 2 or 3 minutes, so you go right ahead.
Okay, a little news in brief.
Visitors to a shopping center in Los Angeles, they were given pumpkins for a Carve the Candidate of Your Choice contest yesterday. Shoppers carved 35 faces of President Carter, 22 Ronald Reagans, and 4 John Andersons. The winner was a likeness of Ronald Reagan with a foot in his mouth. And seeing as how it is Halloween, 5 minutes after 8 o'clock, Doug, time for us to do the Monster Mash. WGRE Greencastle, Kenny O, till 9 o'clock. Going to have a good hour, so stick with us in the morning time.
I was working in the lab.
Go to your house stand sometime and look around. You'll see a few monsters mashing. Monon Bell concert has been changed. Instead of being at 8 p.m. at Blackstock, it will be at 6:30 p.m. in the Freshman Quad. Admission is free, and hot chocolate and hot cider will be served. Oh, the band is Izod. Check it out, baby. After 8 o'clock at WGRE.
Life is a moment.
I'm just a woman in love. WGRE. Kenny on the radio, 12 after 8 o'clock on a Friday morning. Bab Streisand from her LP Guilty. I'm going to rush out and buy it tomorrow. Woman in Love's the name of that song. Let me tell you something right now. I am in a bum-out mood because, and only because, this morning I had promised you, my listening audience, as the Parade of the Porcelain 45, C.W. McCall's rendition of the old home filler up and keep on truckin' cafe, the song in which C.W. seduces his dog Sloan into an encounter in the backseat of his pickup truck. Unfortunately, the record has been dislocated. In other words, it was in my desk and someone removed it from the premises. I will find it for Tuesday morning. In the meantime, a backup KO Parade of the Porcelain 45 has been found. This is like bottom of the barrel, kids, okay? I mean, this is, well, you're probably thinking right now of breakfast, or at least of eating, I guess. Better not get too much farther with that one, Kenny. I found this record when I was just a mere lad, about 9 years old, on the back of a box of Post Krispies. This is Bobby Sherman on a cardboard record. You probably thought you'd never hear one of these on the air. You're right. Bubblegum and Braces at WGRE.
The little girl that lived next door, I didn't know her name.
Love me tonight, Bobby.
Bubblegum and braces were her only claims to fame. She wore a floppy mop of hair, I never saw her face. All I saw were giant bubbles, a shiny dental brace. Bubblegum and braces, would you please go home to play? I didn't like
I've had enough!
store.
Bobby Sherman, friends, on WGRE. Taking a look at this cardboard platter. Bobby in the traditional plaid little pattern design shirt. Shirt, of course, unbuttoned 5 buttons. No hair, of course, on the chest. And the most remarkable thing about Mr. Sherman is the dog collar which he wears. I wonder what happens when his glands enlarge. You know, I guess probably his esophagus comes popping out of his throat or something. Anyway, you can collect all 5 of these records. We just heard Bubblegum and Braces. You go and buy some Raisin Bran, you probably get Little Woman. Go buy some Super Sugar Crisp, probably get Hey Mr. Son. I don't know what you'd buy to get I'm in a Tree.
Do you have them, Ken?
I got 3 of them. One of them I use, well, I better not say. Number 5 is Make Your Own Kind of Music. If nothing else, when these records get all cracked up like I just ruined this one, you can paste Bobby all over your room. and have crazy dreams all night about him seducing you in Seattle. 15 now, after 8 o'clock. Hello once again, cowpokes and cowgirls, boys and girls of all ages. 8:33 in the morning time with your pal and cowpoke friend, K.O. Corral. K.O. is my name. It's been a long morning. I've only been on an hour and a half. But let's talk gossip. Yeah, I love you to death, K.O. Kiss me, will you? No, not tonight. I'm sorry. Teen sexpot Brooke Shields to star in Endless Love. The only information I have on the film says that in the film, Brooke is always looking for an electrical outlet. Macho stud Burt Reynolds flipped his wig when he learned 8 of his custom-made toupees had been lifted. Reynolds describes the situation as hairy. Robert De Niro had to gain almost 60 pounds for his new movie. Asked how he ballooned up to 212 pounds, De Niro said all he did was hire a sorority house mother to plan his meals. Valerie Bertinelli and Jaws producer Steven Spielberg have called their romance off. Spielberg was so taken with Bertinelli's mashing techniques that he nicknamed her Jaws 3. And Burt Bacharach and Angie Dickinson are also kaput. Rumor has it that Burt couldn't match the police woman's gun. Got a nice holster there, too. K.O. joke of the day time. Time to dig into the K.O. joke book, my favorite time of the day, and I hope yours, too. Where do you find virgin wool? On ugly sheep. More music!